back to my channel. So today we are doing a balayage with foil, and you're gonna section them off just like that. There's some weaving, then tease it, and then you apply your lightener. I did leave out her ends, that way they don't over process. She had a very fine textured hair and she was processing very fast. So that is what I took away from the appointment. And we got a prankster in the morning, sorry. But yeah, so you kind of just watch as I'm doing that. In the end, we actually toned her very on the red side. So very red series and redken shades EQ and all that jazz. Front, so all of her money pieces. I left the mohawk out, and I'm gonna I'm gonna tease it, weave it very finely. So small sections. I do about 4 foils in the front, so definitely base it off of your client's hair and their needs and their wants. And this is where you can definitely get creative as far as making these front pieces pop, because that is what is going to make them the most excited. Can be challenging, just so you know, and the idea behind it was for her front to process a lot better, brighter, and faster in the front, and just make sure that it popped a lot more. But once I got to the back, it was kind of hard. Are you okay? You need my help? So I did undo all her foils and drag her ends through. I probably did that a little too soon, thinking back, so just so you know, as you go on to do these types of balayages, just use your best judgment as far as not over-processing the hair, because then I did have to rinse her and make sure that she didn't over-process. So it can be scary, especially with fine-haired people. I can push her a little bit harder next time, since I've done her hair this one time. I've cut it before, and I've cut her hair a few times, but this is our first color appointment, so it's just kind of nerve-wracking when they have that like fine of hair, especially with previous lightened hair. So that is what we did, and then I worked through the back. And when I get to toning, that part actually was so much fun because she wanted to be like that really red hue. So our next time around, we do want to get her a lot lighter, but again, still with that champagne-y red shades hue. So like 9RB. Design Me makes this leave-in conditioner, so that is what I'm spraying in her hair right now with a wet brush. Since I teased her hair, that's how I was going to get the tangles out. Believe it or not, people with like thick, straight hair, it's easier to comb them out than it is with fine hair. It kind of cracks me up because you would think like just all that hair would just be a nightmare, but this one actually can be more challenging than people with thick hair. So we're just going to brush her out, and then we're going to tone her. I don't dry her hair all the way. It's definitely recommended, just so you know, when you do put the semi-permanent toner on their hair. But it's also like just depending on how much you really need to cancel out certain tones. If I was doing cancellations, I would definitely want to tone her hair or dry her hair as much as possible. But this we're enhancing. So right now I'm mixing up. It was in between a 3 and a 4. I mixed 2 colors. I believe it was like 4 RB and like a 3N. I'm pretty sure it's what it was. Or at least a 5 RB. Something like that. It wasn't too dark. And also when you leave their hair wet and use Redken Shades Hue, you will get a more translucent look and effect. So rather than it being super opaque with real color, that's what I was going for. Are you guys proud of me? I've been talking so slow because all my comments say that I talk way too fast. So I'm like really trying. But so this is what we're doing. We're working through the hair, starting in the back. Make sure they're really combed out because it will be a nightmare trying to get all of the, you know, strands and everything. So we're going to work through here first. And then we have the Wow Comb sitting right there. So remember to get your Wow Comb. They're about $23. You order it through their Instagram page or their web page, and you just look up Wow Comb. Here I mixed up about a 6 RB so that it can transition into the 9-8-ish RB. So I didn't go too high at her ends, especially because I don't see a ton of lift, and she would like to go lighter next time. So this is how I toned it. We all know it does rinse eventually, so it is okay to go a little bit deeper if needed, but be careful with your real blondes because you know how they get when it's like not that dark and they think it's black. So this is what we're doing now. So this is that mid shaft area, and this is where you can get creative with what you mix. I didn't film the bottom, but it's all the same, and then you just brush your round comb through, and it doesn't move the product. It just glides through the hair so that you can have that smooth transition. I hope you guys like this video. Definitely subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you next time.